Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. A few weeks back, actually on January 1st or January 2nd of this year, I uploaded my 2023 Cartoon Network Outlook video to take a look at the shows that are going to be coming to Cartoon Network in the year 2023, as well as taking a look at what shows might be cancelled and everything else involving the network. If you guys haven't seen that video, I'll leave a card above to it, but the reason I bring that up is in that video, I discussed how Iyanu Child of Wonder was a series that was slated for 2023, and I kind of felt like at the time that I wouldn't be shocked if this show got delayed to 2024. I just kind of got the vibe to begin with that this show was never going to release in 2023. If you guys go back and watch that video, you can hear me go off on that, but the reason I'm making today's video is it turns out that the producers of Iyanu Child of Wonder recently spoke to some different media outlets, and what do you know, not even 3 weeks in or 4 weeks into the new year, and Iyanu Child of Wonder has been delayed to 2024. No, I am not kidding. A show that was coming in 2023 to Cartoon Network is unsurprisingly or surprisingly, depending on where you stood on the situation, it's getting delayed to 2024. And look, like I said before, I kind of expected this for Iyanu Child of Wonder. I never really thought that that series would be coming out this year, given that it got announced last year, and the shows that got announced back in 2021 haven't even started to premiere on the channel. I didn't think that a show being announced in 2022 was all of a sudden going to appear this year in 2023. We had shows like Batman Cape Crusader and My Adventures with Superman. Those shows were slated for this year, and now they're listed as TBA. We don't know when they're coming out. And so the reason I'm making today's video is, number one, to tell you that yeah, Iyanu Child of Wonder is getting delayed to next year, and number two, to discuss what I think is the bigger issue here, is that Cartoon Network, I've said this so many times lately over the past 6 months or so, but they only have 3 shows on the air right now, Teen Titans Go and Craig of the Creek and We Baby Bears, that are actually airing semi-consistently new episodes, and they desperately need to get new shows onto the channel, and here we are now seeing that a show that was supposed to come out this year has now been delayed to next year, so that begs the question, what is coming out this year? In my video for 2023, the Outlook video, I discussed how, I would hope that this year we see more than one series premiere on the channel, but at this rate, how many shows are left to premiere this year? 2 or 3? That's if nothing else gets canceled. I remember in that video as well, I said I guarantee that at least half of the series that are coming this year don't come this year, and if one more show doesn't come this year, we're in that scenario where series are being delayed to 2024 and less content is coming to the network this year. And this is just such a huge problem with Cartoon Network. I completely understand and get it that things take time to produce, but it's gotten to the point, in my opinion, that it's getting a little bit ridiculous, because it's like, you guys keep announcing these things that are coming to the channel, you're promising how they're going to be great, but then we never get to see any of them. The stuff that was announced in February of 2021, we're almost going to be at the 2-year mark of those series being announced, and not one of those shows has yet to premiere on the channel. None of them have come out, and it's like, okay, it's great that you're announcing these things, but the channel itself right now is struggling. You barely have any content airing new episodes on your channel. You have 3 shows that are currently airing new episodes, and 2 of them are made in-house at Cartoon Network Studios. One of them is Warner Brothers Animation, which, same umbrella, basically, the Warner Brothers Discovery brand, but only 3 shows on the channel. You have no acquired shows, and your schedule is repetitive as it has ever been. I'm making this video on a Monday, and today, watching Cartoon Network, I saw the same episode of The Amazing World of Gumball where they were looking for a spot at the mall parking lot. That was on yesterday, being Sunday. The same episode 2 days in a row, and I've made a video a few weeks ago discussing how this has been a huge problem on the channel. They are airing these same episodes multiple times a week, sometimes in consecutive weeks. It's just like, you guys clearly are struggling from a content perspective. You don't have enough shows on the channel, you don't have enough shows airing reruns on the channel, and yet everything you've announced hasn't come yet, and things keep getting pushed back and delayed. So many of the series that were announced in 2021 were supposed to come this year. Like I said before, Batman Cape Crusader, which is being shopped around apparently, and it's been canceled for HBO Max, so who knows where that show's going to premiere, if it premieres, which I do think it will premiere because Batman is a huge property. My Adventures with Superman 2023, like I said before, we don't know where that show is. It says TBA now. And all these other series that you announced are supposed to be coming in the not too distant future, we would hope, and yet here we are 2 years later and nothing's premiered. We're getting more announcements for a Powerpuff Girls revival / reboot, a Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends preschool series, yet you look at the channel and nothing is really happening with it. mean, look at Unicorn Warriors Eternal. This is the poster child for this situation. Unicorn Warriors Eternal was supposed to come out in 2021. Then it got delayed to 2022. Then all of a sudden we ran out of days in 2022, and now it's supposedly maybe coming this year. We don't even know. We really don't know when Unicorn Warriors Eternal is coming. Gendy had said it was coming last year. Now he's saying maybe it will come this year. We don't know. I honestly, at this point, would not be surprised if Unicorn Warriors Eternal doesn't come out until the fall of this year, which is absolutely absurd to me. How a series that was supposed to premiere in 2021 is going to potentially come out in the fall of 2023, if not later than that. That's if it even comes this year. It happened twice. Who says it doesn't happen a third time where this show gets pushed back another year? Same thing happened with Close Enough back in 2017. That series took years to come onto the air with people thinking it was canceled. It's just there's a trend here with Cartoon Network and with Warner Brothers Discovery and the whole animation team over there. There's a trend of series that are being announced for a given year that all of a sudden get pushed back for multiple years. And you know, who's to say that Ianu Child of Wonder even comes in 2024? What if it comes in 2025 and gets pushed back again? It's just a never-ending story with Cartoon Network and these delays, and it's at the point where it's like, if you announce something and give me a date for it, I don't believe you as Cartoon Network. I just don't, because time and time again, you've proven that you can't stick to a release window or a release date. Honestly, I think this year is going to end up being Total Drama Island Revival, maybe, and then Unicorn Warriors Eternal, and that's probably it for new series. I doubt we're getting anything else, because here we are, and we're not even a month into the new year, and one of the 2023 shows got delayed to next year. It's just a mind-boggling situation, and as it is already, all of these Cartoon Network series that are in development don't have any updates after the announcement. It's like, are they canceled? Are they still coming? What's happening? We don't know. All we know is that Ianu Child of Wonder is apparently no longer coming this year, which, like I said before, is disappointing on multiple levels. Number one, we're not going to get to see this show till next year. Obviously, that's disappointing. And number two, it means another year of less content on Cartoon Network, unless if all of a sudden we have a flurry of shows premiere on the channel this year, which I honestly don't think that's going to happen outside of 1 to at most 3 shows. Anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about all of this. Are you guys surprised and disappointed to see that Ianu Child of Wonder is not coming until next year at the absolute earliest? Or are you kind of not surprised like me? Were you kind of expecting this to happen? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more content from DC Network. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.